Um, I would like you guys to try this example 2.9 in page 42 of the textbook. Okay, so from this one, you basically it is asking you to get the GPA of the table table you created previously. Okay, so this is going to be part of what I want you guys to try. And that table is actually this guy. So we can try this thing together. And here we have that table, right? And we would like to get our GPA. So for example, here we can GPA is what? Maybe I can put that thing equation up here and GPA is nothing but summation of, say, summation. Maybe we can use this guy, summation of all credit times the grade, right? Over the summation of all the credit hours you took, right? So this is basically what we need to have. And maybe here I can have credit times grade. So in this cell here, what I'll have is I'll have equal sign. That way we are converting this thing as a calculator. Then we're going to have this credit times the grade, all right? And then if you hit enter, that's what we have. And we can copy and paste that thing here, right? And then if you want to, you need to make sure that I highly, highly recommend that you guys make sure that by clicking this, you're checking whether the equation is copied and pasted correctly. So this is what you're looking for, right? You want to have your credit times your grade, right? And you can just Control C and Control V like that. So you have all these copied and pasted correctly. And then again, you need to make sure that you click and check whether they are done correctly. Yeah, so they're done correctly like that. So I I computed all these credit times the grade for each individual courses that I took, and then need to add all those together. So I need to add all those together. Maybe I can put it here. I need to add those together. So I'm going to add this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus that. So after that, you hit enter, just like this, right? And then, so this is here, and we need to find the summation of all the credits you took, credit hours. So it's going to be here. So this is going to be this plus that plus this plus that, like that, just like that. Or I can copy this one and paste it here because see, this is adding all the terms that is above here, right? And if I copy this over there, they're going to add everything above here. Okay, so the rule is basically the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells. The summation of all these 6 cells is going to be here. And that rule is being copied to the next cell over there. And it is following the same rule. It's adding all these 6 cells and it's having it there, right? So eventually my GPA is going to be my GPA. It's going to be what? It's going to be equal this guy divided by that guy, isn't it? So I have it like that. This is going to be my GPA. It has too many decimal places, so I'll do a little bit of changes like that, right? And then because it's part of this table, I will make this thing have same formatting like that. This one, make it bold, right? And then here we have this shaded slightly like that, right? It's here, isn't it? And then these are all aligned center. This is aligned center. Oopsie, center as well, right? And then here, just make it bold, Control B, have it that. And my GPA, I'll just align it center like that. So now more or less, it looks a little bit uh, consistent, isn't it? That's how you get your GPA. Okay, so we're realizing this equation in this format. Or here, same thing, but we only had like six cells there. So doing this manually was kind of okay. What I mean is you can add all those one cell by one. But what if we had like 100 cells there? Are you going to just really do this thing manually? I mean, what I mean is I'm going to add this cell plus 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 that. Are you going to do this for 100, like 1,000 entries? No, that's not what we want to do. So it very naturally moves on to the next part, which is about using functions. So there are a lot of built-in functions in an Excel, and one of them is very naturally we would like to find the summation of all these terms. Okay, so the way you do that thing is put an equal sign there, then you can go up here to this auto sum. And if you click this drop down menu, it will show a few functions that are oftentimes used. And here we would like to find the summation, right? So if you click this summation, oopsie, come on, instead of this, hit enter. Then if you sign, then if you hit this summation, wait a second. Let's get rid of this part. And if you click this summation, you see, all I did was go here and click this summation. Then it adds this function sum. Okay. And then it also automatically selected the range that we might want to use. Okay. And if that range was correct, in this case it was correct, but if it was not, then you can just select that range. I'm clicking and dragging the area like that to select the range, and then what? Hit enter. Then you see, and now you can double click. So we're using this function sum, which represents the summation of the cells in this range. It starts from G12, which is here, and it ends at G17. Okay? And you hit enter, then it will add all the values in this range, and then it will just be there. And I can copy and paste this function as well. And see, double click. Now it's adding all these, the values in these cells that is starting from E12 to E17. And that is being displayed in this cell. Okay. And now I'm just using these two values to get my GPA. Okay. So rather than manually clicking and adding all those cells, I can use this function, okay, to add all the terms in there and find this thing just like that.